In this video, we are going to continue with radian, arc length, and area of sector. You will find this on page 147 in the Namibian AS-Level Mathematics textbook y equals mx+c to success. Let's look at this example. The diagram shows a triangle AOB, in which OA is 12, OB is 5, and angle AOB is a right angle. Okay. Point P lies on AB, that's point P, and OP is an arc of a circle with center A. Okay, so there is the arc. So this is the part, this is the sector they are referring to. Point Q lies on AB, on AB, and OQ is an arc of circle with center B. So that again. Show that angle BAO is 0,3948 radians, correct to 4 decimal places. Okay, now you use the 90-degree trigonometry from ordinary level, but you just put your calculator to radians. And how do you do that? Now, it depends on the calculator, but usually it's a mode. You press the mode button until you see RAD. Sometimes you press it more than once, but just make sure that you see there on top of the calculator, if you put it on, must stand not D, and my calculator, I will press, okay, let's just see. I will press mode, and then I will press mode again. So I just press it 2 times now. And then there's 1 for degrees, 2 for, and then I press 2 for radians. So on my calculator, this was a Casio. I'll press it 2 times, and then I press the number 2 to get to, and then there stands a small R on top, and that's what you are looking for. Okay, so remember, don't forget okay, let's just write it here. So, Toa. Don't forget that. Okay, so if I'm looking, and I must find now, show that angle BAO. So BAO, it's this angle. So if I name, this is going to be my opposite, this is going to be my adjacent, and this is going to be my hypotenuse. But I have opposite and adjacent, and that's the reason why I use tan. So I say tan of angle BAO is 5 over 12. So then I just press my radians. I'm just going to press shift because I'm looking for angles. So I always press shift. And then I prefer bracket. 5 divide 12, close the bracket, equals. Let's just go again. Shift. There was something wrong. Shift tan. Don't forget the tan. And then 5 divide 12, close the bracket, equals. And then I get 0.3948, correct to 4 decimal places. Okay, now calculate the area of the shaded region. Now, before I'm going to do that, I have now this angle. Let's call it the red angle. But I must also find this angle. Okay, now I can just subtract it, but I think it's better that you'd rather, because you work in radians, you can get confused. So the best, because it's from 2 pi, because it's all the angles of a triangle. No, it's from pi, because all the angles of a triangle add up to 180, and that's pi. Okay, I will now test it, that you could have used both methods. So let's just see, but let's just see the method I was using here. I said tan again, but now this, if this was the blue, this was my opposite, and this was my adjacent. Okay, so basically it was opposite over adjacent, and then I basically got shift, tan, and then bracket 12 divided by 5, close the bracket, and this was my answer. I just want to test quickly, because all the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So if you subtract, and use from pi, you subtract that 0.3948. So shift pi minus 0.3948. And then I was just, and then don't forget, you subtract that one. Then don't forget to subtract that one. So that is 90 degrees. And can you remember that 90 degrees is going to be pi over 2, so half pi. So then you must subtract still a half pi. So minus 0,5 shift pi equals. And then I was getting exactly that 1.1760. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You can also do it like that. Okay, but I think it was easier, the method I showed you here. Otherwise, you have to concentrate. 180 is pi. This angle is a half pi. This angle from the previous, I also subtract. Okay, and then show that angle BAO. Okay, we'll calculate the area of the shaded. Now I'm first going to calculate the area of sector APO. So APO. So let's call it the red. So it's almost like I'm calculating that part. Okay, and then I just worked it out. And then I worked out, calculate the area of sector, and it was this one I was referring to. Okay, and I worked it out. And then I worked out the area of a triangle, and that's not a problem because I have half base times height. This is my base, this is my height, and I got this. And then I took the whole triangle, okay, so the shaded area is the sector. Okay, let's call it APQ. Okay, where was it? It's, let's say, the red one. You see, the red one plus the blue one, and then I subtract the triangle, and then I got 13.1. Okay, so basically I was first adding the two, okay, and then subtract, and then I got my final answer. Okay, I want you to stop the video, and I want you to do try now 7, just number 1. Again, you can continue the video as soon as you are finished. Okay, let's start. In the diagram, D lies on the side AB of triangle ABC. Okay, we have that. And CD is an arc, so that's an arc, we see that, of circle with center A, there's the center. And radius 2, we have the radius. The line BC is of length, now where is BC? BC, and perpendicular to AC. Okay, we have that. Find the area of the shaded region BDC. Okay, now again, before I need this angle. So to find that angle, let's just start, number 1. I can again work in this triangle. So then this will be my opposite, and this will be my adjacent. And don't forget to put your calculator in radians. So I will start by saying tan of angle BAC. And that will be opposite, so it's still tan, so it's 2 over adjacent 2. So basically, I'm just going to say 2, okay, let's take square root 3, multiply 2, divide 2 equals. Okay, let's see if my calculator will do that. Shift tan equals. And I'm getting on my calculator, in this case, I'm going to get 1.047. I think it's, if you make it to 4 decimal places, it will be accurate. Okay. So otherwise, if you press on your calculator, shift tan, and then just put that in bracket, you will also get this. And don't forget that this is angle. Don't forget to write angle. It's not equal to tan to the angle. It's just the angle, and it's in radians. Okay. Now, I have that angle. Now, as soon as I have that angle, I can work out the area of this sector. So I'm going to start area of sector ADC. And that is going to give me, okay, so it's going to be a half, and then it's going to be r squared, and then the angle. So it's a half, and my value of r is 2, and I square it, and my angle is 1.0472. So I take my calculator, and I press 0.5 times 2 times 2, which is 4, and multiply 1.0472 equals, oh, sorry. My calculator just got stuck. Okay, this is better. So I get 2.0944, say it's centimeters squared, because that is in centimeter. And now, if I want to get, and now I find the area, so let's make it another color, area of triangle ABC. And that is equal to a half, and this is going to be 2 pi 3 and 2. And if I press that, so it's 0.5 times 2 times square root 3 times 2 equals, and that is going to be 3.4641, let's call it. Okay, and that's centimeters squared. And now to find that shaded, so I can just want to move this. So, therefore, shaded area, I will just subtract. I will take the triangle, so the 3.4641, and I will subtract the 2.0944. Let's just move it a little bit up. Okay. So subtract the 2.0944, and I am getting correct to free significant 1.37 centimeters squared. So it's actually not so difficult.